Now that you have all assembled, he says, it is time to go over what your mission shall be. I need the three of you to go to some neighboring kingdoms and see what's going on with them. I have a feeling that they are growing hostile, particularly towards this kingdom of Frytorch. And I worry that they may... He turns to the dragon who is laughing and glares. I worry that they may be on the verge of war. Perhaps not with my country, but with each other, and being in the middle, I worry about getting caught in the crossfire, or having my resources damaged, for I trade with them. I would like you...
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry, because I knew we were done. I was going to say that I would take my sip of my tea, and I asked what could possibly there be reasons for which they would try to attack each other. Like, what would entice them to head towards war about things?
Well, the three kingdoms are, the first one, Desanica, is a mostly pony-populated country, whereas Retaija is mostly populated by other species, and neither of them are particularly known for not being racist. So, over time, they may have been having, scuffles with one another. They may have been arguing between politics. So it seems like those two are just getting to the point of potentially starting a war, and Frytorch and the other kingdom of Windy Ocean View, the two of them are being pressured to take sides, and should we choose to stay neutral, we worry that they will not care for us if they decide they need basically, if they decide they need resources or people or whatever, they may attack us, attempt to take hostages, or force us to join their armies and whatnot. So, I do not necessarily, he emphasizes the word necessarily, wish for you to attack or kill anybody. I wish for you to go in and see what you could do to prevent any wars from breaking out. At the very least, prevent Frytorch from being caught in the middle. For I only worry about my own country, of course, but if you could just prevent the war overall, that would be best. He takes out a map, he gives it to you, and just to keep it simple, basically Frytorch is kind of in the middle, and then to the north is Desanica, to the southwest is Windy Ocean View, and to the southeast is Retaija. You may go to them in whichever order you wish. However, I wish that you do this quickly, so please do not spend too long in one location.
I mentioned that my country mostly solves their disputes with war, but I will try my best not to get you into any trouble.
He turns to the other two and says, "You're in charge of holding him back."
I raise up a claw and say, is there any reason beyond... Is there any particular reason I'm being sent along, considering I'm usually just the messenger?
We're running out of jewels.
I hold back a chuckle, and
apparently not.
And I ask him, well, was there any particular reason why he asked? Since we already know why he chose the hatchling, why he asked for Alistair and myself.
Specifically, he asked for a Minotaur. He didn't ask for Alistair specifically, of course. He asked for a Minotaur warrior, and he asked for a member of the Night Guard, because he feels that this way he has both sides covered. There's, with the Night Guard he has diplomacy and sneaking, and with the Minotaur he has breaking shit.
As well as a pony and the not pony.
Yeah, there's also that, since the two Desanica and Retaija are not very open to other species. So that's the main reason for them. And he also feels that having more variety in the group instead of just 3 ponies overall would seem less suspicious.
Retaija is farther away than Windy Ocean View, right?
Not necessarily. They're all more or less the same distance apart, though they're not exactly close by. They're just neighboring kingdoms.
And Windy Ocean View is one of those ones that's not about to go to war.
Windy Ocean View is technically not about to go to war, but they may end up choosing a side if they are pressured too much.
Oh, okay. So we got the 2 neutrals, and then we got the 2 war.
What are you saying, Tim?
Is there a way of fast travel to any of these places by, cart or something, so we don't have to walk?
He can arrange for a cart to take you to your first location, but after then, because he doesn't expect you to be returning to Frytorch, you will have to walk to the other two kingdoms and walk back to Frytorch. Or you could walk back to Frytorch and take another cart, but it's easier to just do it the other way.
Can Rhino just carry us?
I'm freaking tiny.
He's a hatchling.
You can fly though.
Question.
I could fly me,
Question.
Mr.
Yeah.
Air.
He had
Yes,
he had the messenger fire. Can he message one of us?
The Emperor simply says, "We attempted that at one point. No."
I'm
Good to
currently
know.
just tied to him, I think.
It's more like a. He also does not have direct contact with anybody from those kingdoms who would understand why a Minotaur, a bat, and a Bat Pony just appear. Not to mention, this would prevent. He wouldn't be able to burn himself along.
Yeah.
He asked, "Do you have any more questions?"
What supplies do we get?
I will
If any.
supply you with basic things for my armory. However, depending on where you go, you may be able to get better things, but you will not be able to necessarily get them for free. And I can only afford to spare basic supplies, so I cannot give you anything particularly good. This is the explanation the DM has come up with for why you start with shit.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, but nothing.
Is there any free food?
I will provide you with supplies in that regard as well, but only enough for presumably a couple days. You will have to get your own at that point.
Alright.
Good thing I can eat rocks.
He turns to the dragon and says, "You don't get any jewels for the trip."
Are there any allies or informants that you could possibly have nearby the neighboring kingdoms that we should look out for?
He thinks about this for a moment and says, "I can't think of any at the moment. However, depending on where you go, you may be able to, by introducing yourself as being from Frytorch, they may be more open to you, or they may be more opposed to you, depending on
The location.
where you are, basically. Yes, since Frytorch is being asked to choose sides, they may listen to you more."
Slurp, slurp.
Alright then.
Once the tea and questions are finished, he stands up and says, "I bid you farewell. You may head to my armory and gear up. The cart will be ready to take you out in an hour. So, get the fuck out." And yeah, that ends it.
My claws click on the floor as I walk out.
I blink a surprise at a sudden rudeness at the end, but I
No, he doesn't actually say it. He doesn't actually say that. He says,
Okay.
he's like, farewell, have good luck, whatever. I just summed it up.
You are dismissed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even drink my tea.
You can take the tea with you. We have many teacups.
Okay.
That's like a tea mug.
It's a bowl.
It's a freaking tea jug, like from a bar.
Yeah, basically, he just sips from that, like.
No.
Yes. No, it's that, but then the chain of the cup just gently jangling against it.
Jingle, jingle.
Daryl wishes he could put his pinky up.
Oh.
Oh. No. What he does is he holds it and he like has his elbow up instead. He has to drink upside down.
Yeah, he can have like a wing
my
knuckle up.
wing, but that works too.
Okay, we
Yeah,
should probably
the-
go get our stuff now.
Yeah. Anyway, you head to the armory.
I know where.
There is somebody guarding it, but he allows you through. He's basically there to make sure you don't take anything more than you necessarily need.
Hey, Rick.
Each of you can get. Pardon?
Hey, Rick.
What's up? You can take you each take one weapon and one set of armor, and then if there's anything else miscellaneous, you can try to look around for it. But let's start with the weapon and armor. There's a large variety of weapons, swords. There's ranged things. I guess we'll go based on speed. So I guess we'll start doing turn order now. So
Jero.
Jero goes first because he has a speed of
6.
Yeah, and I'm easily.
Well, that's his
the slumber.
initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry, initiative was kind of what I meant. I'm trying to find. Yeah, he has initiative of 6, and then the two of you each have an initiative of 3.
Yeah.
So each Tim and Rhino roll a d20, and this will be permanently the order that we use.
Okay.
Whoever gets higher will go
I rolled
second.
a 20.
Really?
Damn it! I got 13.
Did you really, Rhino?
Yes, I really did. I was like,
Rhino, that is the one time you will ever roll higher than a 9.
yay.
All right, so okay, so Jero, you get to go first. Choose sort of a weapon you want, and then choose if you want. I don't know if this is necessarily how Courageous Magic does it, but it's how I do it. So deal with it. Choose if you want kind of a light armor, medium armor, or something heavy.
That is what it does, although each of our species, or I think each of our spirits have armor classification that they can wear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just make sure to go along with one that you're able to wear then.
Yeah, I'm actually checking on that right now because I was.
You have proficiency with light armor and melee weapons.
Does that mean those are the only ones he can use?
That's his proficiency.
Okay, well, I will come up with my own penalties or advantages to using stuff that's higher or lower or something out of your proficiency. It won't be too bad, so feel free to take stuff if you're just interested in it, even if you don't have the proficiency.
Yeah, Mr. Minotaur over there can use every weapon because he has that merit.
Yep.
Yay!
He uses the Crescent Rose.
Let's see, I'm trying to find his armor in here. He's a bit higher than I expected.
Well, we're doing Jero first, so.
Alright.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I look around the armory, and considering I have use for melee weapons, I happen to find a staff of sorts, but like a bladed staff in a way.
A bladed staff?
Yeah.
All right. Like just
like
basically kind of like a scythe.
Like a halberd.
Oh, a halberd? Isn't a halberd like?
A halberd
like,
is a long axe.
Yeah, it's like a
what am I thinking of then?
spear with an axe on the end.
Let me Google this real quick, because I don't know what the hell I'm thinking of a lance. Never mind, I was imagining a lance.
Oh
okay.
yeah, lance.
Okay, so a halberd then. Okay. So is that it?
I'm looking for a halberd. That's what I have in mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead and Google images, search it, and while you do that, Rhino, or what does Arcverno look for in the way of weapons?
In the way of weapons, he pretty much looks for magical artifact type stuff because his claws are generally what he uses for melee weapons, and plus he's proficient in spellcraft.
All right. There are a fair amount of varied magical artifacts around, but of course they are somewhat basic.
All right. Since I can breathe fire, I ignore all the ones that do fiery. Wait. Yeah, I ignore the ones that do fiery stuff.
Ah, this will work.
All right, Jero.
Okay, I haven't found something. I'm sending a
just put a picture link in the group chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, Skype can actually show that now. So.
Calimasil? What's this?
Okay, yeah, that works. All right.
That's what I was going more towards.
Ooh.
Oh, Darth Maul.
Next weapon.
Oh, Darth Maul. Okay, so you have found your weapon. We're gonna do everybody's weapon, and then we'll you think about which kind of armor you want, because there's not really a lot of variety there. It's just light, medium, or heavy.
We're all proficient in light.
What are the materials for each one?
Light.
It's like
light is more of like a kind of like leather and cloth, but it's like thick cloth. Medium is sort of like a mix of that with a bit of
chainmail.
With a bit of chainmail, yeah, and then heavy is pretty much just straight up chainmail and metal.
Plate.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, it's like less like as it goes from light to heavy, you get more defense at the cost of less
mobility.
Mobility, depending on the context, and also less, especially in your case, Jero, less ability to sneak because clank, clank, clank.
Yeah.
Though that's really only for heavy armor. With medium, you're fine. So, Rhino, what do you look for in the way of weapons? Or what do you find?
Basic spellcraft stuff. I would be pretty much set with really anything that I can sort of hold and direct energy out from. Like, I don't care if it shoots lightning or
so your penis?
Whatever else.
No, like some sort of magic staff.
Yeah, I was thinking
maybe, yeah.
I was thinking like a Gandalf staff.
It'd be kind of big for me.
Oh, so I'm gonna add the what is the thing called again that you had, Jero? A halberd? Or
No, it's
That
Bladed
I would just
staff.
call like a twin blade or something.
twin blade staff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go with that.
All right, I'm just adding it to his weapons down here.
Are you gonna put the specific like stats they have?
Well, I'm basically making up my own stats for this.
Okay.
So twin blade staff, and I'll get through everything first. So, Rhino, have you decided what you found yet?
Oh, I thought you would give me like a list. Okay.
No, he doesn't.
Just like kind of describe like something that you find and whatnot. I'm giving you guys freedom here. Like decide the thing you
okay.
find, and then I'll decide the stats and whatnot.
Okay. How about a nice thick wooden wand with a little crystal on the top, and it shoots ice or something.
So an ice wand, basically.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, you said basic stuff. I figured that's a basic thing.
Yeah, an ice wand. It would probably require. It would probably not be able to shoot like too much ice at once at the moment. But yeah.
I mean,
works.
I don't expect it to like breathe ice like I breathe
So
fire.
it would
But I mean, if
probably
it can
have-
go like, psst,
It'll probably have like a spell
I'm
limit.
fine with it.
All right, yeah. Okay, an ice wand, and in terms of combat, let's say you can use when you use it, you're able to fire like 3 bursts from it, and then you require and then you can't use it for the rest of the combat. Though each burst is like like shooting. So 3 bursts from it, or you can like combine them into one large burst, or you can kind of split it up into like just smaller, less damaging ones.
Okay.
And could he use it to affect the environment?
Yes, he can, depending on the context.
I thought that was generally the case with most weapons.
Yeah.
It's like, I choose to smash the ground.
All right, weapon type, ice wand, 3 normal. Got it. I get how it does this. Hang on. Ice wand, 3 normal uses per combat. Of course, I have to make the text wrap now. Wrap. Okay. And Tim, in the way of weapons, what do you look for?
Can I use a one-handed weapon and get a shield?
You can try, yeah.
If I could, I would want an axe and a shield.
An axe and a shield. All right. The shield is self-explanatory, but the axe will be like kind of a metal one-handed axe.
Yes.
All right. Axe. All right. And now armor. What do you guys go for? Light, medium, heavy?
Light.
Medium.
All right. Light for Rhino and Jero. Heavy for... Or medium, sorry, for Tim.
Yeah, I'm the tank.
I try and make sure it doesn't, like, interfere with my wings.
With tiny ass wings.
I can still fly. I just don't fly near as fast as you.
I can jump.
Yes, you can. You can bet your ass if I'm surprised I'm going to latch onto you if we're falling.
Well, I can
Yeah, I'm not with the guy who can actually help glide you down.
well, I can become a featherweight, so
Exactly.
Actually,
I'm just
no.
going to hold
Two-
on to him while he goes, wee.
just a giant minotaur with a dragon clutching to him going...
No. We can Rhino and I holding on to each arm.
Anyone else getting like a Mary Poppins mental image?
Yes!
Like a minotaur with the handbag. Tripping down with an umbrella.
No. He has the shield right here and he has the axis of a one umbrella.
Love that.
People who watch this who are good at fan art, please make this a reality. We're begging here.
A minotaur using an axe and a shield as a makeshift umbrella falling down with a dragon and a bat pony clutching each leg.
Yes!
Poppins.
Looking scared out of their wits while the minotaur is just like...
Like stoic as fuck.
I couldn't hold that for more than a second. Okay. Alright, the armor has been decided. Alright, going down the weapon line real quick. So, Jero with your twin blade staff. I might be doing this wrong, but this is the way I'm used to doing it. That will give you a +2 to your attack when you are using it. So, where do I put that in? Just right beside it, or under base attack, or base damage, or what? Because this is not how I'm used to doing the character sheets.
yeah, what is the difference?
Should I just put it under base attack?
Let me see, because there's a way they do it.
Oh boy.
Clean up real fast.
Alright, stats are simplified significantly.
I like how the player is helping the DM.
I've never done
In
it like
Burst
this
magic,
before.
when you hit someone with a sword, you simply add the strength scored itself to the damage. So, strength is +1 damage, 4 strength is +4 damage, and so on. So, it's really just the damage the sword does, and then add your strength to it or something.
So, wait. So, okay, so under base damage is where I would put it?
I think so. Yeah. Just the damage the weapon does.
Alright, 2. Alright, that is the Twin Blade Staff's weapon.
Oh yeah,
Or
you should probably
damage.
put its reach if you can.
Range. Well, since we're not doing this with like a board or anything,
Just keep it in mind, I think.
yeah, we'll know what it is because I know what it's talking about. So
Yeah.
we'll be able to figure it out. The ice wand, the base damage.
Base.
Okay, Rhino.
Yes.
The ice wand. This is based on its normal uses, not when you like make one large one or make it smaller. But for each 3 normal use, it has a damage of 1. But that can be affected by the sorry, no, it has a damage of 2.
Oh,
What?
I don't know if you want to change this, because we can keep it your way if you want, but apparently there's only light and heavy armor now.
We're
Oh.
gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it this way just to be safe with it.
Okay.
All right. So base damage. It has the ice one has 2 damage per use, but once again limited uses. So 2. And Tim, you there?
Am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
With your axe, since that's more of a bigger weapon, it has a damage of 3.
Cool.
And then I guess should I put his shield under armor or weapon?
1 plus primers. I guess it could technically be both. Sorry, I'm looking here at like the
I'll put
pre-made
it
weapons
weapon.
and trying to see how to adapt ours to it.
I'll put it under weapon. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily do damage unless you choose to use it that way, but then that would just be your strength. The shield, if you use it to block something, depending on the attack, it can either completely block it or just lower the damage you take.
And and I would imagine the shield is very susceptible to breaking.
Depends on the shield. This one's made of metal, so.
Okay.
Plus AC.
And now for everybody's chain armor, or not chain armor, just everybody's armor. So what's AC stand for this
Armor class, I would assume.
armor class? Oh, so the armor under armor is where I put the name, and armor class is where I put light, medium, heavy, etc.
I think that also might be like the raw number. Because I'm looking at the melee weapons and it's like attack is primary stat versus armor class. So, Sorry, this is, for all those wondering, this is like a new version of this we're using, so we're just trying to make sure we're getting right what we can. If you took a lens,
Son of a bitch, there was melee weapons right here.
You have +3 to AC, +12 to stamina, +1 to movement speed. Okay.
And what's stam? Also, what's with
Stam is stamina. Light armor allows the wearer to move around nimbly, avoiding tackle. I would assume, like, maybe the heavier the armor, if you're not proficient in it, would have, like, maybe a stamina penalty. Mastercraft. Oh, okay. So it looks like armor generally... Let's see. It looks like it gives you... No, okay, that's only for special types of armor. Damn it. So I'm trying to research this as fast as I can.
Also, under total damage, it keeps now saying #value. I'm pretty
Probably
sure I
because like the we don't.
I'm pretty sure I fucked something up, but really it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just we'll use our own thing on this.
Yeah, we usually use our own thing for this anyway. We don't go by the rules unless it's really required. We keep making up our own weapons and stuff like that. So.
Oh, I see you messed up our armor class 1 too.
Yep.
Like the calculation up there. I wonder if that's because here. What is this calculated
Now
from?
my combat section looks like a Twitter post.
UTC8 plus E40 plus 10.
Oh, what the?
Q2.
Yeah, it's a little better for me too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when it said
my
#value.
armor class got ruined. Damn it.
Does it really matter though? Because we know what it
Oh,
means.
okay. It was. I think it's just because you put light right here.
So just get rid of that then.
I think like maybe move it to here or something. And it's fine. And like this is like AC is actually like the defense the armor gives you. So just put that number there.
Oh, okay. You said armor class, so I thought that meant. Yeah.
I have really no idea what else to do because it's only ever said as AC.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do the. I guess it doesn't really matter, so I'll just say that it's for light. It's should we say like light is 1 or 2, and then the medium is like 1 or 2 above it.
Okay, here's some basic ones. Light armor, like for the ones they give our linen dress, cloudly dress, starweed dress. The weakest one gives an armor bonus of +3 and a stamina bonus of 12.
Okay, so we'll go with 3 and 12 for this.
Whereas
3 and 12.
Should we just double it for medium?
No,
no, because like for heavy armor, for example, it gives +5 armor bonus, but only 8 stamina bonus.
Oh,
Then I'll say
how
I'll
about
say 4 and 10.
10?
4 and 10. Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah, we got this.
Medium chain armor.
so
And it looks like the
30 stamina and 24 life points. I am very beefy.
Well, you're a Minotaur. You're like 90% beef.
I want a burger. Get over here, Tim.
just is it automatically putting it? Oh yeah, AC and stam. Okay, so that's automatically putting it in there, isn't it?
Yeah, except for you with total damage for some reason. That's the only, and it's being weird, but wait, it doesn't really matter.
Me for total damage? Where's that changing?
Never mind. Just it's fine. No, it's like, never mind.
Okay.
Just never mind.
Let's just go with it. We understand.
The DM, damn it.
We understand it. It's strength plus the base damage of the weapon. We're good.
For theirs.
Okay.
For now, at least.
Yeah. Okay. So now that you have equipped yourself, you look around a bit more. Do you see anything else of interest that is not weapon or armor?
I see myself in a mirror. Does that count?
Tim's just
Hey, if Umbra was looking at himself in the mirror, it'd be a mirror's edge.
Jared's not mirrored.
Jared just took off his webcam.
Screw you, man.
All right.
I was doing this from the skeleton, but not you.